So,
Okay, so actually let me just interrupt.
yeah.
Okay, guys, so usual stuff. When we start the video, we normally just have a conversation to start talking things through. But essentially what I want to talk about now, and you will also talk about it with me, is a lot of us in high school, we have this thing of, we are like academically invincible. Chances are if you're looking at studying chartered accountancy, you are like one of the top achievers at your school, or at the very least have a very like high intellect, for like a better words.
Yeah.
So you actually are telling yourself that you are invincible, you can actually figure everything out, and frankly you can. I mean, I also can. But in university, it isn't always that simple. There's a lot of ups and downs, so you actually want to talk about that a bit.
Yeah, with regards to that, when looking at like the people around you, the diversity there as well, speaking from a Wits perspective, I think I had like 4 A's going into uni, and then I'm competing against, in this degree of course, against people at 10 A's in high school. And that was kind of scary in the beginning of uni, looking at that perspective, because I thought to myself I wouldn't be good enough. And also I didn't do accounting again in high school, and I went into chartered accountancy, or the route for chartered accountancy. So it's quite worried. But looking at it now, some of the people who did extremely well in high school failed first year, which was crazy to me. Not saying failure is bad, of course. Failure is a part of life.
It's just unexpected.
Yeah, it's quite unexpected. It shows that the environment you're in, like there's different teachers, there's different people, there's more freedom, and the freedom gets to a lot of people because they don't have it in high school. So they go wild and they don't work hard, and then they get left behind. But yeah.
Yeah, no, from my side, it was a thing of, personally, the freedom didn't really adjust the way I was approaching things. But it was rather that I came in with an arrogance. I've just been open about it.
That's fine.
I came in with an arrogance, and it's like, you know, just being blunt about it. In high school, grade 10 to grade 12, I was the top student in my high school. So as a matter, I was like, okay, well, I'm the top student. I can just sit back here, do what I've always done. And to some extent, that is true. You can do what you've always done and get decent results. But you also have to recognize that it won't always be that straightforward. You do need to be someone who is open to adjusting and find new ways of studying, because frankly, if I look at the way I'm studying now and how I did in high school, it is very different. It's a matter of, rather than being stuck in your ways and saying, okay, well, this worked before, it will always work, look at ways you can continuously almost reinvent yourself. Because if you don't reinvent yourself, then, let's put it this way, you probably would fail. You do need to be looking at ways you can improve. And obviously now, again, I can guarantee you, if I watched a video like this in high school, I'll be sitting like, nah, there's no way I ever fail. It just, you have this arrogance in you. And I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. I mean, I always say having some sort of confidence in yourself really will take you places. But on the flip side, you also have to be in a position where you recognize that there will be cases where you do need to humble yourself just a little bit. So you recognize, okay, I need to work a bit harder in subject X, whatever that subject is. So I think you and I both, like financial accounting. Financial accounting
humbles you quick.
That thing humbles you. I mean, I came into it like, hey, I'm the guy for matric accounting. I can't remember, but like 97% or something. So I'm like, yeah, bro, this can be a breeze. We get the first test. I didn't do bad. Like I did get a distinction for the first test, but it was like
first year.
Yeah, so first test of first year, I got like 81% or something, which I mean is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's bad. But immediately you see this like 15% drop. So first, like, okay, bad day. It's fine. Bad day. You don't quite recognize that the work is harder. So like it's a bad day. But then for the first exam, like the June exam last year, I don't really remember the marks, but it was like 72 or something.
Yeah, people flop. I mean, like, that's good.
It's good. It's good, but like it's not the 90.
50 for that paper.
No, bro. That test was hard.
That test was difficult. 50 for that paper. I remember that was the one paper that they used to humble everyone.
Yeah.
Because the first block we were just covering like the basic principles of IFRS. So like the conceptual framework, what an asset is, what a liability is. And so they were teaching us, thankfully they did this as if you didn't do accounting in high school. and I should have paid attention. I didn't. I struggled. I only got in my group in third block, which is the third time for you guys. But if you're in high school, but yeah, it was quite a humbling experience. I thought I wasn't gonna pass first year, by the grace of God or something. And now I'm struggling in second year.
No, second year is a different animal. We'll speak about that. But
yeah, it's a different animal. But yeah, it was quite a humbling experience.
Yeah, I think basically the overarching theme of this is not. I know it seems like I'm trying to scare you. That's not what we're actually trying to get to. It's rather that we're trying to warn you up front that you do need to up your game a bit, even though your game is probably already pretty decent now that you're in high school already. It's probably pretty decent. But do recognize that there are bigger challenges ahead for you and for us. I mean, we do know there are still bigger monsters for us to fight. But in a way, that is kind of fun because then you know you're constantly improving, you kind of constantly like leveling up, for lack of better words.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's frustrating. Currently, it's frustrating for him, but you do know that it is then you're learning, forced to be in a position where you're improving yourself. Was there anything you want to add to it?
With regards to, we're mainly talking about people who do well. If you're not the type of person to do well in high school, but you did get into this degree, per se, I know a person from BCom accounting that transferred from first year BCom accounting into Bachelor of Accounting Science, second year. And she's probably top of the class now. I'm not going to use the name for Poppy Act reasons, but she's now top of the class for financial accounting, where everyone was getting, I think, 50s and 60s for test one. For second year, I think she got the only distinction. And yeah, and she's an incredibly hard worker, very intelligent, but she works hard. That's the thing. And the majority of it's not me to say. It might be me to say. There's a few different types of people. The people who choose to work hard and get very, very good marks. I mean, but like choose to throw away like their social side or their different aspects of life, which is okay. That's the person you are, perfectly fine. But yeah, all risks have a reward, and I mean, if you're risking your social life for the reward of academic validation, and that's a good risk to take, because this degree or your studies will take you far in life. So I think it's worth it. You can do it if you work hard. Looking at me now, the honest opinion, I may not pass second year, which is okay. I don't mind repeating; it might be better for me. But then again, if I do work extremely hard, which I am now, see the bag under my eyes, I would probably be able to pass second year, which would be fantastic, and then move on to third and CTA.
Yeah, I think the overarching thing also is we get stuck in this mindset in high school that the top achievers are going to stay the top achievers, and the middle achievers are going to stay the middle achievers. There's a lot of shuffling that happens in university. So, like Luca said, in high school I was that top achiever. And last year I got top in subject from some things. But then there were guys that were better than me. I have to be blunt with you about that. This year again, I don't know for certain where I stand this year. So there is always going to be that shuffling, and you need to find within yourself, like you kind of said, what kind of balance you want. You might be that guy who wants to be the top achiever. Frankly, I still have that portion in me. But there is a part of me also that looks at it and says, okay, well, don't really care if I'm top achiever, as an absolute number one, or am I happy being I don't know, 10th best, and having other aspects of my life a bit better.
Yeah.
And frankly, there's no answer that we can give you for that. That is something that
it's up to you.
It's a personal thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's where we are in life, really.
But yeah, that was good. That was a good sheet. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's more or less it.
I think that's it. Until the next one.
Yeah, until the next one, guys. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.